A killer testosterone routine that you can copy and use in your own life, watch this video. I'm going to walk you through mine. It's working very, very well for me so far, and it's getting me towards 1,000 testosterone, not 100. And you guys can do the exact same thing. If you need to get your body fat lower, you'll need to be more careful with calories for the rest of the day, but this routine will work really well for you as well, regardless of who you are. It's one of those routines that ticks off a lot of the testosterone fundamentals. And I've said those 4 fundamentals are important no matter who you are, what country you're from, what religion, how old you are. The male body is the male body. Certain things just work. And some things just don't work. So this is the routine that I'm doing. And I've had a lot of questions on this because I did a tweet and it took off. And so loads of people are asking like what my herbal stack is, for example, which I don't think you should copy, but the rest of it you can. First thing is sunlight or red light. You've got to have one of these things. People moan about not being able to sleep properly. They only get 5 or 6 hours. The sleep depth is awful. Sleep is one of the testosterone fundamentals. And counterintuitively, it's fixing your sleep starts with your morning routine. It starts with getting some light into your eyes, because without the light, you're not going to have the melatonin timing. You're not going to have the cortisol, adrenaline, adenosine timing, all these different hormones. They're not going to be in the right quantities at the right times if you don't get the morning light in. So it starts with morning light. Sunlight is the best, but if you live in the UK in the winter, for example, you're going to need some red light therapy. Again, Body Tech is the brand I use, very cheap, very easy. Some kind of movement. So for me, it's pull-ups and push-ups. It's one of those, sometimes it's both. For me personally, it's not going to improve my physique at this point. I need way more training, way more intense stimulus than just push-ups or pull-ups. But it will certainly help to maintain my physique. Sometimes I'm at the girlfriend's in Liverpool. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen her recently on stories. And it can be difficult to train, so sometimes I just try and do a bunch of push-ups. I've got a pull-up bar here, so that's good. And it's a good way to just get the blood flow going. It's a similar thing with what's next, which is raw milk. If the first thing that goes into your stomach is raw milk, you're probably going to have a really good day of eating. Your digestive system's going to be great, your stomach's going to be good, your brain is going to be feeling better because your stomach's good. It's the same kind of thing, like if you start the day just sitting down, slumped over a desk like that, you're probably not going to be feeling as good as if you start the day with a bit of activity. Push-ups, pull-ups, you guys who are complete beginners, you can build a really good physique just doing push-ups and pull-ups in terms of your upper body training. So it's definitely worth doing. Pull-up bars like $20, $30. It's just, you can't use money as an excuse with this. Eggs. Eggs is the next thing. So the first thing that goes into my stomach it's definitely not coffee. I don't advise you to do that. That can spike your cortisol too much, whereas if you get some raw milk and some eggs in first, it tends to be, you're getting some protein in there, you're getting some micros, some nutrients, but it's also better for cortisol response as well. Eggs, so nutrient dense, they're amazing. I'm not going to keep on harping on about eggs. Black coffee, again, if you don't break your fast with black coffee, and you don't overdo it, the cortisol response is small and the testosterone response is fairly significant. Quite a few studies have been done on this. Black coffee seems to be a good thing, assuming you're not adding loads of sugar and sweeteners and all the other stuff. You could put some raw milk in there. I just have it black. Next up is my testosterone herbal stack, and I think every guy should have some kind of stack, or maybe not every guy. It's certainly beneficial though. You need to get your blood work done to see where your weak points are. For me, my prolactin about a month ago was higher than I wanted it to be. It was still it was obviously under 20 nanograms per deciliter. It was not below 10, and that annoyed me. So my stack was based on that. So there's vitamin E, B6, D3 spray, which has multiple purposes, and tribulus, and then a couple of other things to help keep the cortisol lower, because when you're self-employed, you work long hours, the cortisol can get a bit higher. So that's rhodiola and L-theanine on top of the other stuff, which can also help with cortisol. So that's my personal stack. It's not necessarily the best thing for you. Ashwagandha, I don't think is the best thing for me, but some people respond really well to it. Just experiment. And then really, that's it. I just attack the day. I don't see the point in meditating, and some people need to meditate, but for me, I don't see the point meditating, shouting into the air what my goals are, or all these kind of out there practices. I'd rather just get some physical activity, take the right things, fuel my body with the right things instead of the low testosterone things like cereal, get the light things sorted, and then just get to work. That's more or less my routine. Feel free to copy it. I guarantee it will improve your testosterone to some degree. It'll be even better if you get blood work done and you take the right herbal stacks. And it will be even better if the rest of your day, of course, is very good. If you drink alcohol and order pizza the rest of the day, then that's going to undo a lot of this. But yeah, that's the morning routine. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask below. Again, I'm going to link to the recent video on red light therapy because I keep getting loads of questions on this. Check it out. That's where I talk about the brand I use, how long I use it for, that sort of thing. Check out the red light therapy video there, and I'll see you in the next one.